Hey there, I've not been around for a while unfortunately, however I've just found the time because I've been picking up a lot of stuff recently to do a quick pickups video. I've got another one to do, but that's all back home and I can't do it at the moment. So I'm up north at the moment and I've been popping to charity shops. There's a lot of charity shops up north basically, so I thought I'd show you a few of the things I picked up recently. As well as I've been buying a lot of things off friends, so I went and popped around some shops. I went into a YMCA and they had like a whole load of really nice big box PC games, and these are like all complete. They're like basically new, or as new as they could be. So I got a copy of Wing Commander Prophecy. Well, I didn't realise that. Apparently the aliens in Wing Commander Prophecy were conceptualised by Sid Mead, the guy behind the Blade Runner kind of concept. That was cool. And these are all £1 as well, which makes it even better. Conflict Free Space, The Great War, which is like a nice volition game, and Free Space is one of the games that they're always asked, you know, you're going to make a new one, and it's like a 3D space shooter, which you don't get these days, which is the same as Wing Commander, to be fair. They're both 3D space shooters, which don't seem to have very much of a market anymore, unfortunately. Like, I'm a massive fan of Freelancer. I could play that game forever. A copy of Quake 2. I think I've got this, or we've got this already in a big box, but for £1 I couldn't say no, because like, to be fair, to find big box PC games in like immaculate condition these days doesn't happen. It's like finding a SNES game in a box. So it's really nice, and I know they take up loads of room, but it's nice to find them. One that I'd never really played before, but is an Interplay title. Star Trek Starfleet Command. Again, this is all here. I don't know, I've never... Oops, making a lot of noise. This looks more like a strategy. Can always have a bit of Star Trek. Star Trek's awesome. Why, these are all around the wrong way. I don't know why they're all around the wrong way. And then another one, a classic, Jungle Strike, but on the PC. This totally will not run on my PC. I can bet that now. So that's cool. And like, comes with an environmental disaster level exclusive to CD-ROM, and like they're all like fantastic. Wow, that looks cool. They're all like fantastic condition. I was well chuffed with finding those, so I bought more. And I mean, for a £5, 5 PC games, all massive boxes. It's fantastic. On the same trip, I also popped in, because we got a CX, a Granger Games, Game Station, and a couple of other things. Not Game Station, that's closed. And I popped in CX and got a couple of cheap PS2 games. 1942, no, not 1942, that's no, 1945, 1 and 2, the arcade games. And that was £2, so I thought, well, it's a shooter, well, a shmup, you can't beat it, and for £2. And then this one, which I'd never seen before, and I thought I had to buy it because I love fishing games, was Fishing Fantasy Buzzrod. This is a 505 game. I was wondering if it was one of the Simple series, which is why I bought it, but also because I wanted it. It just looks crazy. Granger Games Limited, that's a bit weird. Yeah, so I thought that was cool. I mean, those were 2 and 3. So for the same price as the 5 PC games, I got 2 PS2 games, which is crazy. And as I said, I bought a few things from some mates at work. One of them like raids his loft every now and again, and he managed to get me, so I got a copy of Crazy Taxi 2. This is like mint and complete. We thought we had a copy, and apparently we don't. we got 1 and 3. Of course, one being the best. And I don't think we ever tried 2, so that's cool. These were like a £5 each, which is a bit more than I'd usually pay for a game, but like less than you would buy them on eBay, and because like the amount of games you get these days secondhand kind of dwindles because of all the competition out there. I've been just kind of letting go a little, I suppose. These are amazing. These are like proper nice condition. A copy of Wario Land 3, and they are. Oh, they're missing the plastic case for the Game Boy game, but otherwise they're fantastic. A nice copy of Donkey Kong Land. This is the Nintendo Classics edition. Oh, I didn't realise that. So that's cool. It's a bit dented on the back, but otherwise it's like, you know, it's fantastic. Like, to find Game Boy games this mint, I couldn't say no to him. And another one that was really cool is Perfect Dark for the Game Boy Color. Now, of course, this is a Rumble Pack game. Just take it out so you can see. And she gave me one with a battery in so I can play it. I haven't tried this yet because it's not Perfect Dark. It's a 2D side scrolling platformer basically. But yeah, so that was super duper cool. And that is like a nice kind of chunky box that's got more weight on it than a normal Game Boy box. And like, yeah, for a £5 each I wouldn't usually pay that much, but they were from a friend, and like, I doubt I'll come across a box that nice again anytime soon. Another deal that I did recently, this was slightly more expensive, but something that I've been wanting for ages, is a Saturn. Now, this is no ordinary Saturn, this is Japanese Saturn. And not only is it a Japanese Saturn, it's a white Japanese Saturn. I bought a grey 100th campaign Virtua Fighter Saturn because I wanted a Japanese Saturn ages ago. I had to put up with a grey one because the white ones, they just go for so much more. Whereas a grey one you can get them for about 50 quid. The white ones go for about 100, and this is like, he'd kept it really nice, and I think he did it to me like £60, and £60 is well good. So like, the box is a bit yellowed, I'm not sure if it should be or not. And another thing that's awesome is it's got the serial, and the serial matches up with the console, which I'll show you in a sec. And like, all the packing's there. Even I've got a SCART with it as well, which is fantastic because the SCARTs for the Saturns are quite hard to find, or is it the RFs? I don't know. SCARTs are better. The instruction manual, even the egg box from the inside. And then the white Saturn, although it's not really white, it's more kind of grey to be fair, and I would say it probably is grey, but it's a white Saturn, and I've wanted one for so long. That's really cool. And what's it got inside? It's got police notes inside, that's cool. And then of course with it, I've got a controller, which is really nice. I like the pink shoulder pads. But what I really want now is I want to get Nice Into Dreams Japanese, because I'm playing this at the moment because I've got it here up north. And I'd love to get a copy of Nice Into Dreams Japanese, and then pick up the big analog thing, because they do a white one in Japan as well. So everything is white. It's not black. Like the Saturn came out in the UK, which is strange. It's a strange choice that in Japan they released it grey, and they released it grey and then white. Yeah, grey then white, or is it white then grey? And yeah, in the UK it's all black. And I mean, this Mega Drive was the same in Japan. I don't know, it's a weird choice. And then as well as that, I also bought a couple of games off of him. So it's the Gradius Deluxe Pack. I went back and played these and forgot just how slow they were as like compared to a shooter these days. The thing that's really cool about the Gradius though, unfortunately neither of these games have their spine cards. However, the Gradius does have Papercraft Gradius, which is awesome. and even there's the other part of him, and instructions on how to build it. Now of course I'm not going to touch that, and so he even kept the limited edition sticker thing from the front. That's the kind of stuff that I do, which is quite weird. And then as well I got from him, now this I've just wanted for a while. I booted it up and realised how much I'm not going to enjoy it because it's all in Japanese. But I'm a fan of Hideo Kojima, or is it Hideo Kojima. And I mean, Kathleen bought me Snatcher for my birthday or for Christmas, not long ago, and I've always loved Metal Gear. And one game that's always eluded me is Police North. Now, I think we owned the pilot disc that came out on the 3DO, but I'd never actually gotten around to getting the game because, of course, it's basically a point and click, and it's all in Japanese, so I'm not going to understand it. But I couldn't pass this up because this is like the limited edition. It doesn't actually say what it is on it. So with it, you get a nice little art book. It's even got stickers in it as well. And it's like proper nice cards. See, there's the stickers. I'm guessing for memory cards, but it's a Saturn, so I'm not sure why you'd have memory card stickers. And so there's like renders, and there's some like the animated sequences. There's some pictures from that. I don't think there's any Shinkawa work on it because I know that Yoji Shinkawa did do some work on Police North. So that's cool. And then, now this was like incidental that this is the case. The copy's signed by Kojima. The only reason he sold it to me was because he doesn't have the proof anymore, because he'd bought it like off eBay, and he'd been given the proof that it was signed. It's like, I don't really mind, to be fair. Like, we've got a lot of things signed by Kojima already after meeting him in various events at London. But this is really cool, so it's signed. And then I've got the manual, and then I think it's a 3-disc game, yeah. So that's really cool. I wanted to own that for ages, and I'll probably play it through. Maybe hopefully I can find like a translated text thing online. It's a shame because like the Japanese version on the PlayStation got an unofficial translation. Unfortunately, they never did that for the Saturn version. But then that would mean playing a ROM of it anyway, so it wouldn't be the same. So yeah, I thought I'd just quickly do a little pick-ups video for you, if you care. I think the Saturn's really nice. I've wanted a white Saturn for so long now, it's amazing.